Hello everybody, it's Mixie Games Rule, and I'm doing a new series for Thursdays. Phoenix Wright. That's a fun game, I know. I have never played it before, so this is the first time. First time for everything. I think you guys can hear it pretty well. I think so. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Gas. I'm a good thinker. Darn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay. Let's figure this one out. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, November 2nd. All I know is that I'm a lawyer. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client has as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. This is quite like this. He's one of the reasons why I became an attorney. Well, that's nice. That's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. I'm trying to do different voices. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants, It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick? Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong with you, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school, our school has saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Really? That's harsh. In the 23rd year I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. What's the court record right there? Oh no, I can't click it. Oh wait, I can. What's this? It needs autopsy report, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. caused death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay. That's my attorney badge. Is there anything else? Oh, profiles. Mia Fee, chief attorney at it's my boss and a very good defense attorney. The defendant in this case, a liable guy who was my friend in grade school. Sydney Stone, the victim in this case, a model. She lived in her apartment by herself. Okay, cool. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Let's get this started. August 3rd, 10th a.m. District Court. Court number 2. The court is now in session for trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Okay. Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh my gosh, eyes fading. Oh. The test will consist of a few simple questions, answered clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts. Oh, well, face voices, I'm new to this. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over to cover so many times. It's nope. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. No. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at all times, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Sydney Stone? Correct. Now, tell me what was the cause of death. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I read that one. She was struck once by a blunt object. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Will you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinking. I can't talk today. The thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Victim. Yeah, victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Okay, so it goes. Oh, that's cool. Weapon submitted as evidence. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. This evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Okay. I'm ready for this. Let's get this right. Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution letter, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Laura gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, would you describe is generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim wrote a passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I'm gonna listen. Stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Ugh. Fine. Dude, Nick, what do you mean? Irrelevant. That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah. Yeah, and when I'm here and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh, okay. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Heh, well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I won't stop him because I know that he's runs well. I'll send him a signal. Why? Like a dog! Well, you see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove that he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw a defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. I'm really bad at these voices. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's buildings. Please bring Mr. Frank Sandwood to the stand. You were the one who killed him. Her. Okay, I guess we know the truth. Mr. Sandwood, you sell newspaper subscriptions in this. Is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sandwood, you may proceed. Mr. Sandwood, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. I need to listen. I think testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door halfway open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Are not phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normal. The phone that Mr. Sandwich used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your something. Blackout recorded and added to the court record. Can I read it? Nope. Okay. Now, Mr. Samwright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right? This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Oh, dude, I am so excited! I like this game. I already like it. Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness' testimony. Then, once you've found the contradiction evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay, sure, why not? Okay. Okay, I was supposed to... Okay, let's go. Okay. What does this one do? What? Are you sure she was dead? What? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? Oh, okay. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Hold it. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I can't explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Okay. Wait, no, I don't want to present. There was something I saw. It was this one. Because I remember the time of the death saying that it was, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Present. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You are sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death of something time at 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. That's funny. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. That's why they're still making games. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! This is trivia. The witness really forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sandwich, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Wait to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Okay, I'm ready for this. Wait, I remember now. I forget the voices. Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony, time and discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. That doesn't make sense, though. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examination. Right? You know what to do. I've got this one. It's completely falling apart now, I can already tell. I don't know about you, but I find it odd that he... Nope. No. The blackout. Present. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sandwich? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sandwich, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distracted. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sandwich. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Here in the time. Accurately, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. That doesn't make sense. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examination the witness. Gladly. Oh, I'm missing the voices. I can't talk today. My jaws are hurting. Okay, if I'm correct, there was no clock. Yeah. Present! Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sandwich. I got my ropes now. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony? Yes, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Oh, I like this. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went to play. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I win now. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Court record. Okay. Do I have everything? News assessment. Okay. I'm looking at everything. I'm making sure I know what I'm doing. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sandwich, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim, that voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless contradiction. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw the. Really? Just threw my hair on that. I'll be so mad. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. That doesn't sound like a person who thought he was safe. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sandwich heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... No. I'm going to try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, this is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sandwich heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sandwich, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha, ha, ha. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Darn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Did I just lose? Are you serious? I cannot... Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sandwich. Are you serious? I lost? I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers all slime. Grr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sandwich. Whoa. Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Just think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Come on, let me think. Oh, man, it hurts. I got it. Yes, I can. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have found it somewhere that you can prove it, right? Can I find it and let them have it? Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Yes, the passport, the perfect. Present. The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day. There. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. There, the victim hasn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sandwich? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nah. Order, I say. Oh no, I don't need that. Back. There we go. I got him. Oh, this game is so fun. That's so cool. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. This is the first time I play this game. I'm telling you guys right now. I must be good at this stuff. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Ooh, yeah. And with that, the court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Samuel was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what people were out of the house. That day, when Laura went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Samuel let himself to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Samuel grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. No, she's dead. She died. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. The District Court. Defendant, lobby number 2. I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this new series. So like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends if you have any course, and I'll see you in the next one.